Hello everyone, just got out of the shower. So just to start things off, you know that every single person who is rational, sensible, and logical knows for a fact and absolute certainty that Project 2025 is the agenda for Donald Trump's presidency, incoming administration. And for the people that's strictly on this fallacy, and so misconstrued people, that, like, none of it makes any sense, right? At the absolute very least, 140 people who worked with Donald Trump during his first term have helped construct Project 2025. This time around, Trump has selected already at least 8 members tied with Project 2025 to his upcoming cabinet. And let's just take a look at this tweet of Donald Trump acting disingenuous and lying about not knowing anything about Project 2025 and trying to distance and disavow his entire support for it. But it's kind of twisted, if you will. So he says he has no idea what Project 2025 is. He went out and Truth Socialed this a couple months ago, and he said he has no idea who's behind it, but then goes to say, well, I don't like some of the things that they're saying about it, after saying previously he knows nothing about it. So which is it, Donald? You disagree with some of the things that you have heard about it, or you haven't heard anything about it? And just the other day, in an interview, he switched this up and turned the course on this. He reversed it and said that he has no idea who's behind Project 2025, while appointing perpetually people involved with Project 2025 to his cabinet and this administration. But this time he says he agrees with some of the things that they're saying about Project 2025. That's what he said in a recent interview with Kristen Welker, I think is her name.
Talk about Project 2025. This is the conservative policy blueprint. You disavowed it during the campaign. You called it a product of the radical right. You've said some of their ideas were abysmal.
I said some of it is. Some of it is very good. Some of it's very mainstream, actually. Frankly, the Democrats should have used some of it, because they went, with all the transgender that they were doing, and with the men playing in women's sports. Well, if they wouldn't have done that, maybe they would have done better.
What a manipulating, spurious son of a bitch. Allowing transgender women to play in women's sports was a policy under your administration.
Well, so you take me to my question. You're now giving people involved in Project 2025 prominent roles in your administration. Are you changing your mind about Project 2025? No. Is this now the policy blueprint for the second Trump administration?
Some people, if you take a look at the group, it was hundreds of people were involved. And I was actually, I reprimanded the whole group. I said, you shouldn't have placed this document in front of the voters, because I have nothing to do with it and I'm the one that's running. You had no right to do this, where you put a 1,000-page document in front, and many of those things I disagree with. Now, many of those things I happen to agree with. Many of those things Democrats should have agreed to, and I think they would have done much better in the election, because they got slaughtered.
Well, I guess people see the list: Russ Vought, Brendan Carr, Peter Navarro, John Ratcliffe, Pete Hoekstra, Monica Crowley. And they think these are all the people who were involved in or writing Project 2025. This must be a blueprint for work requirements, eliminating the Head Start program, criminalizing pornography. Is that what we can expect to see?
I don't know how they voted. I don't know. I never spoke to them actually about it. And I purposely, and I told you, normally it would be just the opposite. I'd review every page. I purposely didn't even want to see it, because when somebody like you asked me a question about Project 2025, I can honestly say I've never seen it. I have nothing to do with it. I didn't read it, but I did hear some things in there that I would totally disagree with. And I said to the people that were really the people behind it, you know who those people are? I said, you really had no right doing this to me, because they used it as a soundbite, the Democrats. And I don't know, it couldn't have been too effective because they got slaughtered, but they did use it as a soundbite.
But to people who see, oh, he's bringing in all of these people from Project 2025, he must know what it is.
Even Kristen knows he's full of shit.
Well, you know what? I don't know what it is. No, I don't know what it is.
You still don't know what it is?
But I heard certain things that I didn't like. And by the way, I heard certain things that are phenomenal. Okay?
Like what?
Like Law and order. We want law and order. Okay? Little thing like, let's put prisoners in jail. Let's not let people come out and raid every drugstore in Manhattan so that we have to put glass up and every store is going out of business.
So you can't look me dead in the eyes and say that Donald Trump is not going to try and appease the people that he is appointing to his cabinet positions, and that they are not going to have a say in whether this goes into effect or not, because they are going to be surrounding him. You know, Project 2025 is so deeply unpopular. They did like a poll and it's like 65% disagree with what Project 2025 entails. But then you vote for it. You vote for Project 2025. Project 2025 was literally on the ballot and you click it. You click Project 2025. You fill in the little circle for Project 2025. Oh, and enjoy your tariffs, by the way. Enjoy them. Because it is the insensitive actions of you that the rest of the country will tarnish. Trump is a fraud and a liar. And it's so transparent. We have no idea where he really stands on the issues. He said he was absolutely pro-choice in the 90s. He said that Democrats create the best economies, which they do, and especially when Donald Trump became president. Now all of a sudden he says he's pro-life. Now he says that Democrats destroyed the economy. He said that he supported the federal assault weapons ban that was set in motion from 1994 to 2004. And now he says that he does not support a assault weapons ban. He says he wants to drain the swamp and stop the elitist, all while taking money from big pharma and the big corporations and hurdling tax breaks for them and continuing on the failed trickle-down economics. This is not populist like he claims to be. Like, none of this is anti-establishment. Trump is the root of the establishment. You guys are so f***ing dumb. Like, my God.